News Home more from local Monday, June 11, 2018 12 AM. Share on Facebook, share on Messenger, share on Messenger, share on Twitter, share on WhatsApp. Crisis report says UK governments must work together to deal with problem. It's claimed we could see an end to homelessness within 10 years if the Welsh, Scottish and UK government put the right measures in place. Charity Crisis wants the three administrations to work together on an action plan. It's calling for thousands of social homes to be built every year, as well as dedicated packages of support to be available for those who are homeless. Everybody in, How to End Homelessness in Great Britain resets the current approach to homelessness and sets out the exact government policies needed to end it for good. It finds that everyone who is homeless could have a stable home within 10 years if the measures are adopted. The plan comprises extensive new research, working with experts such as the Chartered Institute of Housing, Heriot-Watt University, National Housing Federation, and PricewaterhouseCoopers LLP, PwC. It has also been endorsed by experts in the US, Canada, and Finland who are leading highly successful movements to end homelessness in their countries. Crisis is calling on all political parties to commit to ending homelessness. It is also calling for the governments of England, Scotland and Wales to produce an action plan that, once delivered, will get everybody who is homeless into a safe and stable home within 10 years. There are currently 8,200 people across Wales who are experiencing the worst forms of homelessness. This includes people living on the streets, in cars and tents, in shelters, or in unsuitable temporary accommodation. An average of 3 homeless people have died every week on UK streets since last October, recent research from the Bureau for Investigative Journalism revealed, showing the increasing dangers of homelessness. The plan's policy proposals are tailored for the governments of England, Scotland, and Wales, on both non-devolved and devolved matters. Its findings include 100,500 social homes need to be built each year for the next 15 years to meet the needs of both homeless people and the wider cohort of people in Britain on low incomes, including those at risk of homelessness. Of these, 4,000 would be needed in Wales each year for the next 15 years. A national rollout of Housing First would benefit more than 18,000 homeless people, by providing homes that come with a package of specialised support. Of this total, almost 600 Housing First placements would be in Wales. In the 1990s and early 2000s, parts of Britain dramatically reduced rough sleeping, one of the most visible forms of homelessness. Parts of Scandinavia and North America have now virtually ended rough sleeping. See box out below for more detail. Drawing on evidence of what works, the plan also sets out the policies needed to support people once they are housed. This includes better rights and longer tenancies for private renters, and reforming housing benefits so they meet the true cost of private renting. Ending homelessness will also require hospitals, prisons, the care system, and other parts of the state to play a role, the research finds. These organizations should be legally required to help prevent people leaving their care from becoming homeless. The plan also proposes that job centers have homelessness specialists. PwC has estimated the costs and benefits of the most targeted policies in the plan. They found that, over the next decade in Wales, these policies would cost £305 million and deliver benefits worth £815 million. This means that for every £1 invested, an estimated benefit of £2.70 would be generated. These estimates cover the costs and benefits of solutions specifically related to homelessness, but not wider reforms that target broader low-income groups, such as house building and certain welfare reforms. While these benefits are significant, the moral argument for ending homelessness is equally important. Rough sleepers are 17 times more likely to be the victims of violence, previous research from Crisis has shown. Along with a newly commissioned research, the plan is the result of an 8-month consultation involving hundreds of frontline workers and people who have experienced homelessness. Crisis is encouraging the public to get involved by emailing their assembly member and asking them to call on their party leader to commit to ending homelessness. John Sparks, chief executive of Crisis, said, "For the first time ever, we have a comprehensive plan that shows exactly how we can address the root causes of homelessness and make it a thing of the past. Other parts of the world are taking huge strides towards ending it, and Britain can too." We must not become a society that simply accepts homelessness as a sad fact of life, because the good news is that we know it doesn't have to be this way. It's been inspiring to see the recent surge in public support and political will to tackle homelessness, including strong commitments from all three governments. Now is the time to build on those commitments. With the right measures in place, we can do what it takes to end homelessness and make sure that no one in Britain has to face it again. David, 69, a crisis client and a member of the charity's Experts by Experience panel, which worked on the plan, was homeless in Swansea recently. I got involved with the plan to end homelessness because I believe now is the time to act. Nobody should be without a home and a chance to be part of society. We're all humans and everyone has a right to have a proper place to live. We can end homelessness if we all work together. I was homeless and it's a scary place to be. I had to come back to Wales after years living abroad and ended up sofa surfing, relying on the kindness of others to put me up for the night. I spent some time sleeping on the street too. The help that I had from charities enabled me to move on, but there are many people still being forced into homelessness. I don't want us to wait any longer. It's time for action to end it. Juha Karkinen, CEO of Finland's Y Foundation, which has been at the forefront of Finland's recent successes in virtually eradicating rough sleeping, said, "Everybody in How to End Homelessness in Great Britain is quite an extraordinary paper. You can read it as a highly ambitious report on state-of-the-art homelessness policy. But it is much more, a manifesto and a roadmap to a policy that eventually could end homelessness for good. After this, no one can say that they don't know what should be done to end homelessness." Share on Facebook, share on Messenger, share on Twitter, share on WhatsApp. More from local woman jailed for killing husband. Natasha Jex stabbed partner. Neil after Christmas party. Swans. New boss arrives at Liberty. Graham Potter will face the media tomorrow morning. Mum sobs in court at murder charge. Carly Ann Harris shouted "I'm sorry" to